Shut up, not this time. Hands on heart, eyes up high. We were made to testify. Charlie and Mike, Charlie and Mike, God and country, we stand right. Truth on fire, we won't hide. USA, USA, side by side. Let them hear us clear and loud. One small voice can move a crowd. Charlie and Mike, Charlie and Mike, God and country, we stand right. Truth on fire, we won't hide. USA, USA, side by side.
I don't care what you say. That's pretty dang hip. Let me replicate that one part where I'm like yelling into the microphone. I'm standing there, I'm wearing my Rev 17 hat, and I'm yelling into the microphone. Let me see if I can replicate that.
You know, AI always does it best. That's for sure.
It's cool, though. I love it. The song is fun. That's good stuff. I'm Charlie Simons. That's Mike Cook. He's basically the creative side of things. I'm just the goofy guy who adds color, and oftentimes the colors run. But I don't.
Creative side, we're weak on the creative side. I'm just saying.
The colors run, but I don't run. I run to the danger, but I've always been that guy. Gunshots, fire, whatever. I run to it. I've always been that guy. I come from a long line of people who do that kind of crap. But there was a big fire here last night where I'm staying, my big fire, and I shot some video of it and did a little commentary on it. It's now over, last report, about 8,000 acres, and they're calling it the Cann Fire, CANN, in Calaveras County, which is in Northern California. The Mother Lode Country, 1849 Gold Rush days, and that's where I am.
What's that in relation to Jackson?
Jackson is Amador County, so you got here's Sacramento, Sac County, right? Then you got El Dorado County, just south of there, south and east is El Dorado County. That's where Placerville is and all that, heading up to Tahoe. And then south of that is Amador, and that's Jackson, made famous, of course, by Johnny Cash.
Yeah, that's where a lot of my family's from.
Oh, really? Oh, I love Jackson. I love Amador County, period.
Actually,
Sutter Creek is awesome.
My grandmother lived on the creek when I was a little kid. We'd go out there and pick the berries.
That is a very cool area he's talking about right now. Unfortunately, the Bay Area freaks are discovering it, and they're coming in paying cash for everything. They ruined everything. They ruined.
When I was there, when I was a kid, it wasn't even a tourist trap area. It was just
well,
out in the middle of nowhere.
That was then. This is now.
Yeah, right.
But and then south of Amador County is Calaveras. Calaveras is
I know where you're at.
Murphy's, San Andreas Angels Camp, all Gold Rush stuff. The old,
and it's right on the west side of the mountains. When you get into the really big mountains, it's on the west side of the really big mountains, right?
Correct. Absolutely right. You go over 88. Well, of course, that's Amador County, but there's other Highway 4, I think it is through Murphy's. Will take you up into the high Sierra Nevadas, and it's always closed every winter because of snow. And then you come down into Nevada, and that's Carson City and all that area. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. I've had family here for 30 years, and I'm visiting family now. I'm not at home.
Is that better, Mike?
This isn't my studio. It's a little makeshift. Sounds better. What'd you do?
Well, Mike Stagg said my mic was low, so I gave it a little more gain.
It's always low. I tell you that every week. You don't listen to me. You take somebody, people in the comment
to you. but I gave it a little more.
Thank you. Yes, yes, it's better. Interrupter. So anyway, I actually had a date last night, Mike.
Say it ain't so.
This is big doings. And by the time the date was over, I was absolutely enamored with her. I thought she was fantastic, brilliant, and I love
Then you told
smart
her
women.
you was a talk show host, and that was the end of that.
Pretty much the case.
Pretty much what?
The case. True. 'Cause, by the time the evening was over, we're like, yeah, oh gosh, I think we can be great friends, but I don't think there's any future here because we're too unequally yoked in very key areas. But I liked her a lot. Her name's Lori.
The problem is you're dating women out in California.
And that's one thing I said too during the date that I don't know if she took kindly to. I said, I don't know if my future wife is actually going to be from California. I just think I've had about enough of it all. But anyway,
you know, the song is, I wish they could all be California girls until you marry one. And then you're like, no, this is not good.
He's not
That was
kidding.
my first wife. You know,
he's not kidding.
What was the politician? Not politician. It was Charlie Kirk's wife, Erica Kirk. I said, because everybody was dumping on her because she had a boyfriend back in high school that turned out to be a dweeb, turned out to be a jerk. And I'm like, I'm grateful that nobody judges me by my first wife because she, oh man, she was a doozy.
Aye.
She loved married men, just not the men she was married to.
Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry about that.
It is what it is.
Anyway, I'm looking for that video that I shot. I wanted to show it to you, just give you an idea of what it was like. And what I was looking at last night was a huge fire, and it has exploded into thousands of acres now. It's still going on. And fortunately, though, at least for my family in Valley Springs, little old Valley Springs in Calaveras County, it's moved south.
Good.
And I don't think that I think they're out of danger here in Valley Springs. But I wanted you to see this, and I know that I saved it for you, and now it's not. I'm not finding it, and that's frustrating as heck. So what I'm going to do is share screen, and you know how well that always works for me when I do that, Mike.
Yes.
Do you want to see it? You want to see it?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. This is what I was going back to my family's house in Valley Springs from San Andreas. This is what I saw, and I stopped and shot video of it, and it was pretty harrowing, actually. There it is. Okay, let me go to full screen, and we'll be off. Look at that. I'm at Hogan Lake in Calaveras County.
Wow.
Look at that.
In the town of Valley Springs.
Oh, it's just getting started, buddy.
Which is where Highway 12 and Highway 26 come together on our way up to the motherlode country of Calaveras County. That is a massive, massive fire.
And it gets up in them hills, man. It's hard to, especially if the wind's blowing.
Yeah, it's about 5 times that size now.
Is it?
And come down. There are houses over in that area.
As it gets darker, as the sun's going down, because this is about 7 o'clock last night, maybe 7:30.
Just yet.
There's some helicopters there. You finally see them. I'm going to forward. I'm going to forward to where it's starting to get dark, and you're just watch this. Oh my goodness, watch this.
They love to watch them burn because then they get federal money.
Oh, let me take that back. I want you to hear this. With that,
look at that, how it's drifted.
The smoke.
That's heading up north. The smoke heading towards Sacramento.
I'm going to zoom in. It's about to crest. It's cresting that hill right there. Those
hills.
A
massive fire right there.
And see that spot fire on the far right, down below.
Got some spot fire here.
There it is. How'd that start?
Holy cow.
Well, probably embers, I imagine.
That happen?
Might be.
Or it could be a backfire that they're lighting to burn back.
I was thinking that too. Yeah.
It could be that.
Is this an arson?
But you get a lot of embers off these fires.
The anarchists love to start fires. They love to see the destruction.
That's happening. Suddenly,
And the
there's fire.
villains who are running the state of California love to watch them burn.
Yep.
Because then they get federal money.
Exactly. This is
In
big
the
money
past,
for them.
That's how it's always worked.
And then they can send the federal
All of
money off
that,
to the
but I'm saying-
NGOs, and the NGOs can funnel the money back to their campaigns.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Right now, you might think, oh, that sounds too ridiculous. Why would they let their own state burn? Why would they let people die? Why would they let people lose everything? For the money.
Well, it's a big old flames. Looks like a volcano.
Yeah, buddy.
You
Oh,
bring
yeah,
down
it was bad.
California, you can bring down the United States of America.
It was really bad.
And this is happening.
But that's
I've shown
part
you
of living
video
in
on my show,
California.
Do Not Talk on
It didn't used to be.
Rumble.
Oh, it's always
rumble.com
been that
/
way.
Do Not Talk.
The Indians used to talk about it.
Arsonists who've been busted running through dry grass areas, forested areas, foothills like this.
I'm going to show you some of that video too, by the way, of an arsonist who was caught on a drone. In the meantime, I'm going to forward to where it's even darker now. This was like a 30-minute long. You'll find it on my YouTube channel at Charlie Simons if you want to watch the whole thing.
So it's been growing.
So those
Well, with that
helicopters
growth and
dropping
increase,
water on it,
there's
or
an
is it
increase in
news
property
cameras?
taxes.
Yeah, they hadn't started dropping water yet, though, even though the lake's right there.
Suddenly you're getting additional
Yeah, they probably
bills
won't at
thrown out.
night.
My family live here.
Oh, that's a good point. You don't think they do it at night, huh?
I don't think they do it at night. I think it's too, with the clouds and the lights and the other traffic that's in the air, I think it's too
To make it
dangerous.
through tonight.
And the other thing is,
This fire.
usually at night, the temperature drops
please.
down, the humidity goes up, the fire doesn't spread unless the wind's blowing. If the wind's blowing, that's all out. Did you see
And
the
that's why
question
it's
up
heading
there?
south. That's why the fire's heading south now, because the wind changed.
Right.
But that was heading right for where my family lives.
Did
It
you
was
see the
coming our
question-
way, obviously.
Did you see
I
the
did
question
not.
on the
No,
board?
Not yet, no.
I put it on the screen there.
What's it say?
About it's asking you if your date thought you was James O'Keefe for the honey pot going on.
Okay, that's pretty funny. All right, there you go. That was my night last night. Let me turn the volume
Aaron's
back
checking
up.
in. He's down there. Aaron's down there celebrating his 50th birthday in Miami. That's his favorite place to be. If he ever moves to the United States, it'll be Miami. So
Miami's fun. Coconut Grove. I saw Dan Marino there, former quarterback of the Dolphins.
it's been many moons since I've been to Miami. So
That was my night last night. The same thing is happening right now in Spokane, Washington. So it's happening in Washington State as well. But
it's happening up there, and there's definitely arson. They caught the guy. Turns out that the guy had killed his dad about 10, 15 years ago, and he served a couple of years. They let him out. Now he's starting fires. Isn't it wonderful?
watch this little idiot. This is down in Southern California. This clown was busted. There's no, it's
Saw that when they
drone
caught it on, and they got the
Yeah,
fire
it's-
out before it
it's-
got too big.
drone footage, so there's no audio. But this is what these little pieces of I don't have my cuss bell. I can't even cuss. Dang it. This is what they're doing. There he is. There's that little thing. Look at him wearing a hoodie. Now, they start these things in the summer and in the fall when everything's super dry.
And it's hot there probably.
And
too.
he's
That's-
wearing a full hoodie to hide. Look at him. He's all happy right now. They're mentally ill. They're demonic,
or they're paid, one or the other, or both.
or they're paid. Now he's getting into restricted areas. Look at that. He just walked right in. He just walked right in.
That's probably how you access. Is that part of the aqueduct or something, or water system, or what is that?
I don't know. I had some other very telling video that busted another dude doing the same thing. You actually saw him with the fire starter, and he would go to one area of brush, and it was somebody who lived in, it looked like an elevated apartment or something like that, had zoomed in, had a really good camera, had zoomed in, and was following this little piece of crap. going around starting fires and then running over to another, and he's like running.
Yeah.
This is what's going on right now in California and obviously in other states as well.
Up there,
It's all about it's an election year. It's all about anarchy. It's all about confusion. It's all about fear.
Yeah, the guy up in Spokane that they caught, they were really making a big. The media was like, "Oh, they caught the guy. They caught the guy, and he had waterproof matches." Yeah, I mean, you can buy them at Walmart. You got go camping, you get the go tubing, you get the waterproof matches. I mean, waterproof matches. News at 11.
What's their point that they had to point that out like it's such a dramatic thing? Well, that's funny.
He's a right-wing mega conspiracy prepper nut job.
Is that it? Because he had waterproof matches. So only we on the right wing can purchase those, I guess. Apparently.
Yeah. Well, we're the ones out there, preparing for the future collapse of society, and we were the only ones that would think of buying waterproof matches. Nobody else. Nobody else.
There he is. Here's a little more details on him. Suspected of arson in one of 3 wildfires tearing through eastern Washington state right now, formally charged today. Firefighters race to contain flames before they obliterate more homes. This Aaron Farinacci, 37. Still $20 says still lives at home.
Well, that's the guy that I was telling you about. That's the guy. He killed his dad.
No, I know. I'm bringing it up
15 years ago. For making him do the dishes or something ridiculous like this. Shot him dead. They put him they convicted him, put him in jail, but he was out like a few years later because that's the way it works, I guess.
The fire has scorched more than 10,000 acres, remains uncontained. Like this one here, the Can Fire is uncontained. Situation is dire. Washington Governor Bob Ferguson, who's never met a pedophile he doesn't like.
Those fires when the wind's blowing, that's a challenge. It really is. And it's dry. What you guys need is a good front to come through and do a little rain in. And
more than 700 structures. This is in Spokane, Washington. More than 700 structures destroyed, 10,000 more at risk. And all because this little idiot decided he wanted to go around and start up some fires, get his little thrill out of it. They're satanic is what they are. They truly are. They're satanic.
Yep. It's they're bad. I don't know what else to say. They're bad. Well, in lighter news, did you hear about Zoltran Mondami? That's my pet name for him because he's such a wonderful person. I love him so much. Such a great guy.
He's a giver. He's a giver.
He gives you something, probably a venereal disease. I'm not really sure, but I think I got
just
him.
A starter. That's just a starter. Okay.
Just a starter.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
STDs are free. I mean, it just goes with the package.
I'm
a giver.
He got his grocery store. They're opening a free grocery store up there. It's free, but actually it saves you 30%. You get 30% off at his government grocery store.
I can't wait to see.
And the thing is about it, to get into the government grocery store in order to purchase your 30% off items, which will be heavily rationed. You only get to get one, one apple, one orange, one potato, whatever it is. I don't know. But
just like in Russia,
you have to show ID.
Just like in the Soviet Union.
Well, it's because that's
you have to show an ID. That's
everybody's saying I'm hard to hear. I have turned this thing up as far as it can go. I don't know what the deal is, why I'm hard to hear.
You have to show an ID. Tilt your camera down a little bit too, would you? You're getting buried. You're getting buried by the chat room. We want to see both your chins. Well, your greatly diminished second chin.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Your greatly diminished second chin. Speaking of which, I can't wait to be able to say the same. Look what showed up in the mail yesterday.
Whoa. My computer just did a crazy thing. Went away. Yeah, I don't know what that was all about.
That's fun for you. Anyway, that's got that Snow Slim in there, so I'm gonna start that tonight or tomorrow whenever
The
you're supposed to
chocolate
do
sauce that makes your pants fall off.
it. Yeah, I'm doing it because I'm
Tastes
sick
like,
of being fat.
they're saying it at corporate. They're saying it tastes like pudding. I say it tastes like ice cream topping, but I wouldn't recommend putting it on ice cream. It doesn't help with the weight loss. Kind of counter. It's like ordering 2 Big Macs on a large fry and a Diet Coke. You know.
Diet Coke.
Just-
Hey, listen, every little bit helps, as far as I'm concerned. That's my attitude. So thank you to everyone in the chat. Hello, y'all. Glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Let everybody know about this show. We'll just share this show, like this show, hit that like button right now, please. I don't know why it's so hard to get people just to hit like, but wherever you're watching, you don't understand how much that helps. Not only that, but it's an encouragement to us too. We're not making any money doing all of this. This is a labor of love. If the Lord
we're
blesses,
getting rich. The Jews are paying us.
the Jews are paying us. Well, then I want to talk to the Jews about a raise and a retirement plan. Because right now I got none of it. But anyway, we're doing this for the love, and Mike and I both believe this is our ministry. I'm doing this for the Lord, and I try and encourage people to always turn to the Lord. I mean, every show somewhere I bring up God. So if you can help just by hitting the like button, and if you got that can you do hearts things and all that? I see that on other people's shows, or people hitting the heart thing.
You can't do that on Rumble, but you can do it.
Okay.
If you're watching on the YouTubes and stuff, you
can on the YouTubes
and the face and the books of faces and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, the censorship is starting to kick up again, so we got to be careful with it because they're starting to censor everybody.
It's an election year.
Yes, they're starting to censor on Facebook. They're starting to censor all the vax talks they're censoring if you post on Facebook the RFK.
Really,
they're censoring that. Mike Lindell got censored. They've completely blocked his advertising and stuff, and he is the Republican nominee for governor of Minnesota. So if they're committing a crime, by the way, if they censor,
that's
Mike
election
Lindell.
interference, isn't it?
Yes. Well, if they block all election stuff, fine. But if you allow one on but not the other, then you can't do that. Can't do that. I was talking about Zoltron and his free food subsidy program that you have to have ID to get. But there's also this Babylon Bee, tomorrow's news today, in the form of satire, says government-run stores to allow anyone to buy groceries as long as they have a special mark on their hand or forehead.
That's coming. We can laugh it out.
Zoltron,
I'm telling you, that's coming.
Assured citizens today that a photo ID would not be needed to shop at the government-run grocery stores, stating that all that would be required is a special mark on your right hand or the forehead. The mark, which will be permanently etched into each person by the government, will be necessary for buying and selling of all goods. Please do not worry. No one is suggesting that you need a photo ID. Everyone will be allowed into these government stores, provided you have the mark, explained Zoltron. You can all relax. We will only be having each person tattooed with some sort of number that allows you to participate in the economy. It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. It's easy. It's easy.
It's easy. Yes. It's
You don't have to worry about losing your card. You don't have to worry about stolen identity unless somebody, of course, cuts off your head or hand.
Yeah. It's like getting a vaccination. It's a piece of cake. It's nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Though many felt relieved by the news of not needing photo ID, some concerned Americans pointed out that a permanent mark on the right hand or forehead allowing participation in the economy sounded an awful lot like the mark described in the book of Revelation. City officials, however, flatly denied the allegation. That's ridiculous, said city spokesman Allison Mason. This has nothing to do with any beast. It's merely a mandatory government-issued economic participation identifier permanently engraved into your body. Totally
I love
different.
merely. I love the merely. That's beautiful. That's funny. Babylon Bee, man. Those guys are brilliant.
Yeah, at publishing time, Zoltron had clarified that people who declined the mark would be subject to execution, probably by guillotine. I would guess.
Yeah, they're big on that. They're big on lopping off the head.
Yes. So the Zoltron stuff isn't working out very well. There's some buyer's remorse up there, and we'll see how it goes. The DSA, the Democratic Socialists of America. Have you seen the stuff? So there's a big heavy race going on right now in is it Wisconsin? I think it's Wisconsin. And this Francisca Hong.
Today was actually their primary, and same for Missouri, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you vote today?
I did go and vote. I
Attaboy.
voted for my Missouri friends that wanted to know. I voted no on everything except for the one that tightened up. See, here in Missouri, if you get 5 of your friends over in the trailer park to sign a petition, you can put a constitutional amendment on there, and then as long as the Constitution's like free drug needles or marijuana or abort your baby at any time even after it's born,
we're in.
then Kansas City, St. Louis, nobody else votes for it by a large margin, but Kansas City, St. Louis, which is with a large population, and then it passes, and then it's part of our Constitution or something. So they had a bill that said no. It has to pass by all of the counties have to approve it, or not counties, but districts.
Oh, thank God.
Tighten that up just a little bit.
Who did that? That was brilliant. Who did that? Howley? Ollie?
No, that would be the state level. That would be the state level.
Okay. I love that.
I voted no on the Republican bill. There's a Republican bill to eliminate the income tax, the state income tax. I voted no on it. And the reason I voted no on it, because it eliminates the state income tax and then broadens the base of the sales tax by adding a whole bunch of new taxes, so things that were never taxed before, like getting your hair cut. And then it raises the sales tax to near California levels over a period of time, of course. And we have this thing in Missouri. It was passed in the late 90s by a senator, state level senator, by the name of Hancock. It was called the Hancock 1 and Hancock 2 amendments to the Constitution. And then in those amendments, what they did, you're going to love this, is it said that the state of Missouri cannot raise taxes greater than like a certain percentage, like 1% of the GDP, and that their budget couldn't be greater than 1%, whatever the percent is, of the GDP. So they couldn't raise their budget every year. And if they took in more than that, whatever is regulated, they had to give it back to the people. And a couple times in the late 90s, everybody got like a $300 check back from the state of Missouri because they charged us too much in taxes. So they said, well, we don't want to give no money back. So they stopped doing that. But what this bill does is an end around that, so they can raise money in fees and other things that don't count. Those suckers.
Okay.
And this is the Republican
and they can hide it
bill.
and mask it. Was it? Okay.
It's a Republic. Well, they have a super majority in the House and a super majority in the Senate, Republican governor. It's a Republican.
How awesome.
bill.
What is that like? I have not known that here in California for decades.
Well, evidently it don't make no hell of a hoot of difference.
Yes, it does, son. You haven't been to California in a while. Yes, it does make a difference.
Well, I haven't been to California in a while, and that's intentional. I'm just saying. But back to the future Democrat Socialist of American governor of
New York.
No. I think it's Wisconsin.
Missouri.
Wisconsin, yes. No, we don't have any of the Democrat Socialists of America here in central Missouri. They end up at the Lake of the Ozarks with a new pair of shoes.
Shiny.
They got really big catfish in the Lake of the Ozarks. But here's this lady
who can eat their weight in villains.
Yes. And she's asked a particular question. Listen to the question.
Is this a candidate or the actual governor?
This is a candidate for the Democrat Party.
Okay.
She's a DSA. She's a socialist for governor.
Got it.
And of course, CNN, I call her resting bitch face. You'll see why in a second. affectionately.
Uh-huh,
Here we go.
uh-huh.
Listen to this.
You talked about your past positions that he keeps highlighting and, obviously likely would continue to do so before November should you win. One thing that they brought up as well was a post from you in 2021 where you said Americans should cancel Thanksgiving, should have done this in 1621. The post has been deleted. Republicans have been highlighting it. Do you still believe that Thanksgiving should be canceled?
I'm a chef, and one of the first meals that I made that was for the community when I was 16 was a Thanksgiving meal. I always think my hospitality background in owning a restaurant for 7-8 years, that bringing folks around the table to share
the relevance
community is always a good thing.
How's that relevant?
Thanksgiving is also a time that's incredibly painful for many people in our communities. And so I think I wanted to make sure that people understood that there are multiple views, but views can evolve. And the position that I'm running for right now, and I think my background as a chef, will actually help me become a better governor that's able to bring more people to the table.
What the hell? You did not answer the question one bit.
Hope to have you back on, depending on how things go next week in your primary.
Thank you so much for having me, Caitlin.
Thank you so much for having me, Caitlin.
Thanks so much for being had. Hey, Caitlin, by the way, Marine in the Woods has got a comment about that reporter, Caitlin. You ready?
Yeah.
That's a man.
Well, all I know is just look at the smugness. Look at her. Look, that's why I call her Rusty Bitch Face. I mean, look at it. The smugness, the I'm better than you, got the picture of the White House behind you in her studio. I could put the picture of the White House behind me, too. I've got the technology. Right. It's like you're something special. But anyways, so
impotent.
Yeah, right. Impotent. Yes. So the candidate there, the Democratic Socialists of America, wants to cancel Thanksgiving. Because
now that was during COVID, though, right? That was during COVID that she wanted to do that.
No.
That's recent.
Yes. That she
because of the indigenous people and the pilgrims taking advantage of the native population.
Yes. Did you hear what she said? There's so much injustice around it and so many people hurt over it. Thanksgiving.
I didn't hear any of that. I heard that she was a chef and her first meal was a Thanksgiving meal. That's all I heard. Everything else was just like, basically.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what it was. But wait, she that's not the only thing that she has. That's not the only thing that she has said. She's actually said more than that. Here she is.
Don't buy yet. There's more.
That's right. But wait, there's more. You also
let's hear it.
Order now. We'll give you a free set of STDs. No. Here she is here.
Okay.
Here she is here.
The restaurant industry, when we're out of something, we say it's 86th. And I'd say it's about fucking time we 86 Trump. He represents the utter failure of our government to keep us safe from threats, both viral and systemic.
The utter failure. Yes. 86. That's a
that woman's running for governor using that language. Was she running for governor then? She had to have been.
Yes.
She had to have been.
Yeah.
There was a time that you used a word like that for the public consumption and you're running for governor. Your candidacy would be over. We would have nothing to do with you for the most part.
One would think, but she's a Democratic Socialist, so it's good. Fine. There's nothing to see here. Don't worry about it.
I do. I worry about it. I won't have anything to do with it.
Well, you're going to have something to do with it because she's going to be the governor, and then they're going to put her out there in front of everybody. And my computer's like being a real pain in the wazooey today. It has been all day. I don't know what the deal is.
Speaking of which, if you want to help Charlie and Mike stay on the air, why don't you give us something? Give us some money. We'd sure appreciate it.
He's starting to sound one of them there preachers.
I've been watching Steve Bannon lately. Have you ever actually watched his show? The War Room?
It's like begging for money every 15 minutes at his show.
Yes, dude. Every 5 minutes, it's another commercial. Holy cow. It's old. I've watched 3 of his shows just because where I'm staying right now, visiting family. One of the people in the house loves Bannon and is watching it. So I've been able to catch some of the shows because I don't really watch other podcasts. I know it sounds funny being one, but I don't watch them.
Well, you know, I
For the
like
most
Steve Bannon, and I got good information from him from time to time, but doggone, he's a sellout.
Yeah.
I mean,
big time.
just ridiculous. I got
And
one more video from this
Speaking
gal.
of which, hit that tip button right now, would you please?
Speaking of selling out.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
When in doubt, sell out.
I'm going to ask Aaron where my $7,000 check is because I've been talking nice about the Jews here lately. So,
Did he promise that? Shoot,
No,
I never
but
talked
he's a
bad
Jew.
about him. Okay, so it's why $7,000? Was that something
because
that was established?
that's what they accuse everybody who defends Israel, or everybody who says, you know, the Bible actually says that they're the chosen people. Oh, you're just a Jew lover, you Zionist, you nationalist. I bet you're getting a $7,000 check. Well, I wish it was.
Well, interesting, because
Here's-
I've never gotten a dime.
You've never gotten a $7,000 check? Well, maybe it's in the
Not
mail.
Not even 7 cents.
And out there in California, it may be in the mail for a long time because they lose it.
Yeah, they do. Especially if it's a Republican ballot. So,
here
I'm
is-
sorry. Go ahead. Here she is.
I got one more video. This one may be AI enhanced.
This is Hong again. Okay.
Yes.
Hong.
One thing that
Francesca.
they brought up as well was a post from you in 2021 where you said Americans should cancel Thanksgiving, should have done this in 1621. The post has been deleted. Republicans have been highlighting it. Do you still believe that Thanksgiving should be canceled?
Well, I Chinese, honey. We no celebrate Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving is asshole. Plus, I don't like Thanksgiving food. I like Hong Kong chicken and fly rice.
I
Want me to
did
do
not
your-
expect that. Okay, that's
Give you a
funny.
good try.
No, you need
One thing
boyfriend. You have
that they
boyfriend?
brought up as well was a
That's funny. You need boyfriend. You have boyfriend? Why you no boyfriend?
KSD 94 pitched in $1. Woo! That's it's like in It's a Wonderful Life when they give out all their money and they have $1 left. It's seed money. Woo!
Mama dollar, daddy dollar, go make some babies. Hi, everybody. Hey, Uncle Billy, where's that whiskey?
That's right, exactly.
They all get
You know,
drunk as they're losing everything. They're all getting drunk, dancing around.
well,
Mama dollar, daddy dollar. I love that movie so much. Me love you long time.
Me so
$5 make you holla.
Yep. Anyways, off of that subject. So what do you got? That's what I got. I got Zoltron trying to do his thing, and these people are crazy. I got some Pete Buttigieg too, but we'll get to it later, I guess.
Let's see, Booty Judge. What's going on with Booty Judge? And yes,
Mr.
I call him
Butt
that on
Judge.
purpose.
Well, see, he says higher taxes would help build fast trains. That's right. California, they need more money and higher taxes, and they would have really fast trains. I mean, what is it? 20 years over time and 20 billion over budget, something like that over there. You're trained to nowhere.
Yes.
Out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
here's
yeah.
Pete. Here's Mr. Butt Judge.
Butt Judge. That's even better than Booty Judge.
Whenever we figure out a way to make sure you can't hide all of your wealth or all of your income from being fairly taxed, very wealthy people will figure out some other place to hide it.
Yeah.
And then we'll have to develop a new policy to deal with that. But I guess my point is that's okay. Too often we have just hesitated to do anything, refused to do anything because it might be hard or because it might not last.
Yeah.
But if the idea that somebody will figure out a way around this law meant that you shouldn't have the law, that would be an argument against having any law.
Mhm.
So it's messy. It's hard. But I am sure that if we had a more reasonable rate of taxation on capital gains and on corporate income, and if we made it harder to pass along wealth without, especially inherited wealth, without paying any taxes on it, or some of these other maneuvers like this borrowing thing you're talking about, we would have a fairer country because we'd still have capitalism. There'd still be lots of motivation and lots of reason to innovate and build a business and create jobs and do all the things that very wealthy people have done. And also, we out of this doom loop we're in where they're saying, well, we can't possibly have as good healthcare as other countries. We couldn't possibly do something like, I don't know, fast trains here in the United States. We couldn't possibly have rural hospitals be properly funded or public education. Of course we can. This is the wealthiest economy in the world. It just doesn't add up that we can't have nice things. But
we can't have nice things.
Fair level of taxes. And of course, we're going to come up short when we're trying to fund those things. And the biggest thing of all, that numerically that we're facing right now is this massive debt.
Oh, let's go into more massive debt. And that's how you solve the debt problem, by the way, don't you know? Is you borrow more. Jeez, everybody knows that.
Who was that reporter who was talking to him? Who's at one point they go to him and he's doing this with his hands.
I don't know that one.
What the heck was that? I find you so attractive. You're just so sexy to me right now. I can't even hardly stand it.
Well, maybe.
I was wondering who the heck was that? What is Booty Judge doing these days, by the way? Holding any kind of office?
Running for president.
Why is anybody even talking to him? Is he really going to throw his little beanie in the ring?
Yes.
Is he really?
Yes. Him and his husband.
That's awesome. That idiot took longer maternity leave than Caroline Levitt when she was when she had her kid.
Well, Caroline Levitt actually had a baby. He did.
Even better point.
Let me touch on a couple things that he said though, real quick before we move on. Okay.
All right.
He wants to tax capital gains. What does he mean by that? He means that when you purchase your house or you inherit the farm or whatever, and it doubles in value, he wants to tax that double in value, even though you haven't sold it every year. That's fair. So if your house
are we going to get refunds when the real estate market crashes?
No.
We don't get a refund.
No.
Interesting.
And then he said inheritance. He wants to tax your inheritance. So after they tax and tax and tax you to the point you have to sell your property to pay the tax, and then you die, then they want to tax whatever's left in an inheritance because it's not fair. They want to tax corporations. When they say that, they want to tax corporations. Right now, you tax a corporation on the bottom line. They want to tax the top line. So a corporation doesn't make that a corporation does $300 million in sales. They want to tax that $300 million, but they sold everything they sold for a loss. So they didn't make any money. They still want to tax the $300 million, he's like, there'll be so much innovation and the rich people will still be able to do rich people things. No, they won't. They'll move their money out of the country because they can afford to. And all you suckers left, all the mom and pops and stuff, they'll be gone. They'll be out of business. And then he went into healthcare. So if we just tax you harder, tax me, daddy, tax me. If we just tax you harder, then we'll have healthcare and fast trains.
Wait a minute. Say that tax me, daddy thing again. Say it again.
No, I'm not going to say it again.
No, please. Come on. Say it again. I'm going to do a bit.
Okay. Tax me, daddy, harder. People are going to get it wrong idea here. But the healthcare deal, we fixed healthcare with Obamacare.
Sure
Happy
did.
days are
Absolutely.
here again. Everybody gets you get free healthcare, and I got my Obama phone. Everybody gets free healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that it was designed to do exactly where we are at today, because he mentioned the rural hospitals that are failing. You know why the rural hospitals are failing? Because of the pressure put on them by Medicaid, Medicare, and Obamacare. It's destroying them.
And you know who's rescuing them? My president.
He's working on it. He's working on it.
He's trying to push that, and they want it. They want it gone because they want you in their little smart cities, your little 15-minute nucleus. They want you out of the country.
With their fast
they don't want
trains.
you thinking for yourself. They don't want you doing anything for yourself. They don't want you. They want you completely and totally dependent. Why? I don't know. It's like Wall-E. Remember how people turned into these big fat slobs? They floated around everywhere and everything was done for them by robots. That seems to be the world that they want. It's weird. It's bizarre. It's satanic. It's all satanic.
Yes. Yeah.
They're going to keep winning. Go ahead.
They want to destroy your health care. That was
Yeah.
the intention of Obamacare, so they can get single payer.
Oh, yeah.
Because now
Oh,
we
yeah.
have Bernie Sanders and the rest of them, Elizabeth Warren and AOC. They're all talking now. They got their talking points. We got to have the Medicaid for all. Medicaid for all. Everybody covered under the Medicaid. You know what happens?
The oligarchy. Oligarchy.
You know what happens when we get Medicaid for all? We'll end up like Canada. Because with Medicaid for all, then you got somebody goes in for, I need to have my toenail, it's ingrown. I need to have it, cut out of there. And they'll say, great, 2032, we'll get you taken care of. Because just like when Mandami has to ration his potatoes when he's selling them at a 30% discount, they have to ration the free health care. Because the way that you determine a scarce item or service in a free economy is by price. If everybody wants it, the price goes up until nobody wants it. Then the price starts going back down. And that's the way that it works. But in a socialist system, a communist system, the only way they have to ration it, there's no way to do it except for rationing, because everybody will take advantage of it. So you get your ingrown toenail in 2032, but you'll say, but I'm really in pain, it's infected, and I need to get it taken care of. And they'll say, oh, well, that's too bad, but we got openings today for MAID.
Made.
You know what?
Okay, thank you for bringing that up, because just now I was thinking about Sarah Palin. Remember all the grief she took when she said, if this passes and we're able to do this government-run healthcare, there's going to be death squads, basically not death squads, but panels who decide life or death decisions, whether you're going to get the care based upon your age, based upon how useful you are to society. She said that, and everybody squealed with delight. What an idiot. Oh, what a jerk. Turns out it's true. Now with MAID, and that's called medically assisted. What's it stand for again? Say it again.
Medical
in dying. That's right.
Assistance in dying. Yes.
Assistance in dying. That's what's happening right now. They don't want to pay for you to get that cancer treatment. They're going to make you wait for 28 years, and so you're going to die anyway, a very slow, painful death, or we can help you kill yourself.
Yeah, it's cheaper that way.
It's happening. You're depressed because you don't have a job and nobody likes you, and you got a skin problem. You can't seem to get cleared up with anything over the counter. Well, why don't you just kill yourself? This is happening in Canada.
Yep, solves the problem.
It's a real deal.
Yep.
And they will kill you if you're poor and you decide you don't like being poor. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not making this up. That's one of the accepted reasons for them to off you.
And here's the thing, Charlie. You think Charlie's making a joke? They won't kill the rich people, because the rich people will go somewhere where they can, like in what's the number one tourism for like Great Britain? You know what it is? Medical tourism. They go to India and get treated.
Mm-hmm.
Now, personally, that's not high on my list. I've seen the YouTube videos of how they do things over there in the middle of the street. I'm not really India's
in the middle of the street.
Yeah. I'm not joking, man.
I've had some Indian doctors. They're awfully dang good. I've liked my Indian doctors.
Yeah, but here where we have standards.
Yeah, we do. Nothing's done in the
go
street.
Over there and they'll borrow a kidney from you.
Borrow it. We'll give it back we will give it back when we are done. It will be better than before.
Yeah, wonderful.
You want to know how rampant voter fraud is, especially here in California? I started thinking about this when I had somebody else on the air last week, and I was making fun of the Rock the Vote campaign. Remember the Rock the Vote campaign?
MTV.
In the 90s, yes. Well, all over. They were doing it all over.
Paid for by the USAID.
Probably a lot of it. And I found this one particularly obnoxious one with Madonna, one of the most talentless people to ever become a multimillionaire.
Also paid for by the USAID.
The Rock the Vote campaign.
ahead.
No, not yet. Which one?
We'll get to it. Do your rock to vote first.
Okay, here it is. Remember this? Flashback. Wait a minute. What happened? I hit the wrong button. Dag nabbit.
Well, Cully, while you're doing that, I'll just tell you about. So the USAID stopped funding about this time last year. They went out. They're gone. History. Since then, there has not been rap music in the top 100, Billboard top 100. There has been no rap music.
Are you
None.
serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Oh, that's classic.
Yeah, Tim Pool was talking about this. Also, artists cannot sell their tickets anymore. That Lizzo chick, she sold 2,000 albums. She can't. They're canceling tours all over the place. And what they're saying,
telling me our tax dollars were paying for these artists because these artists are promoting a very horrible, awful, antisocial lifestyle, aren't they?
Yep.
With the sex, drugs, rock and roll, and kill the police.
Yep. Yeah, that's why they're out there. That's why they have their agenda. They probably don't even believe what they're saying, but they're getting paid to do it. So what they're saying is that you got an amphitheater that holds, say, 5,000 people, and the aged rock star, Guns N' Roses or something comes, and they're going to, get it out with their walkers and go play, and they sell the place out. Well, that's because they sell. There is people in the seats, but these are people that are professional at doing that. They get paid to go. Yeah.
Shut up.
And now they can't sell seats at all. It's driving up demand is what they're trying to do. They're trying to create the illusion of demand. It's the reason why.
And all they did was they just kept raising the prices, ticket prices again and again and again. Well, I thought this is not real. We can't even afford to go see we made them stars in the first place. Now we can't even afford to go see them.
If the government's paying for it, you charge as much as you want.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's just like your movies. Movie after movie after movie right now is tanking. What was that last one they just come out with? The Odyssey. They must have spent $100 gazillion promoting the Odyssey. They must have spent a ton of money, and that thing tanked hard.
Has it?
Oh man, it tanked hard. You got your video?
I do. So let's do a flashback. Let's go back to the 1990s when Chub Rock jumped upon the scene with a dream and a pocket full of green.
A dream and a pocket full of green. Oh, Lordy.
Truth is where you find it.
Yeah.
Get up and vote. Dun, 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 dun. Truth is where you find it. Get up and go. Excuse me, but I'm singing in one key and you're singing in another.
I don't think any of you are singing in a key, tell you the truth.
We need beauty, we need art, we need government with art. Get in rhythm. Don't give up your freedom of speech. Power to the people is in our reach. Don't just sit there, let's get to it. Speak your mind, there's nothing to it. Vote! And if you don't vote, you're gonna get a spanking. Cut.
Lord. Have you seen the video? I think I played it here on one of our shows. She's at her latest rock concert and she's like she's got it like in a tight bikini, not a bikini. It was a full body. It was now a one piece. That's what they call it. A leotard. I don't know. And she's trying to go up the stairs and it looks like she's got the pins on underneath it.
I did see that. Falling, stumbling, tumbling, look like Mitch McConnell. Lord. Yeah.
Well, she's like in her late 60s now. Talk about a used up. So the Odyssey, check this out. The Odyssey failed. We all know that it sucks. And probably because of this, just look closely, see what you see. The Odyssey.
Those are beautiful people right there.
They're saying the Odyssey's a little gay this year, so I don't know. But
this year there's been other Odyssey movies.
I don't know.
That is the Greek poet. It's the story of is it Dionysus, who's been away at war, and then this trek of trying to get home. It takes 10 years for him to get back to his wife and kids, and he's encountering monsters and mythical creatures and all that kind of stuff, right? And it's got a star-studded cast of leftist, mumbling, fumbling idiots who are
fake women. Or no, they got a.
Oh yeah.
The one of the stars is what's her name? That's now a dude. So there is that.
Yeah.
Just.
I won't see it. I don't care. I did go to see, and it was really well done. I'm so happy with Angel Studios. They're doing some extraordinary work, and it was that Young Washington. Oh man, that was good. And then I bit the bullet. I don't give a dime to Disney anymore because I know how wicked and evil they are, and I'm not exaggerating. I got stories. We'll have to do a whole show about Disney sometime. But Pixar, I love Pixar, but
they're owned by Disney now.
Now, yes, but their Toy Story franchise has been fantastic. And then, of course, they made that one with a what was it? Buzz Lightyear and his girlfriend turned out to be Lesbo or something like that, and that tanked. That failed badly. So they came out with Toy Story 5, and this one is the story of Jessie, which is who is Woody's, on again, off again. Are they going to be boyfriend, girlfriend or not kind of thing. And it was really well done. I went to see it, though, in the theater by myself. I took my dog in with me. I snuck my dog in. And I swear I'm the only adult male sitting by myself in that whole dang theater, full of families and kids everywhere watching Toy Story 5. I could not have felt more conspicuous, as in like people going, who's the white dude by himself there? Is he a pedo? What is that guy doing here? I just felt like that, but I don't care. I love that stuff. I'm a sucker for Pixar and animated movies, and I miss Disney the way they used to do things. I really miss that, but I won't give them any money. So I lied at the ticket counter when they asked me what movie I was going to see. I told them Young Washington. So I lied. I wanted the money to go to them instead of going to Disney, but I went to see Disney. So I saw them both. So those are the last movies I saw. I won't see Odyssey though. I don't even care.
My wife signed up to be part of Angel Studios, so we're paying that subscription. But they have redone Animal Farm. Remember the old Animal Farm cartoon?
Sure, of course.
They redid it
with Babe.
It's modernized to our time, but
really,
it's actually pretty well done. It follows the storyline pretty well, and they redid Animal Farm. All animals equal. Some are more equal than others. It's one of my favorite.
I'll be darned. How about that?
Yep. Yeah, that's good.
That's really good. That's the George Orwell thing, right?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. I'll see it.
A lot of shows.
I'll definitely see it.
So you can look for that over there on Angel Studios. By the way, Angel Studios is making money. All the other studios are sucking wind because the USAID died, but Angel Studios doing fine. They're doing well.
And not getting distribution and having a hard time getting their films into theaters. And the theaters are burying them and putting them at late night or early,
and they still make money.
And yet they're still working. I hate Hollywood. I hate
that's because
what they are.
Nobody wants to watch the trash that they're. We spent $500 million making this movie, and it made $125,000. It's like whatever. Nobody went
awesome.
and saw it.
Awesome, isn't it? Awesome.
So
Thank
speaking
God.
of,
and that Odyssey film was probably, films. It takes especially big ones like that with big stars. That can take 2, 3, even 4 years from beginning of concept to where it's finally in the theaters.
And lots of special effects money and all kinds of money. I think they said they did spend like 375 million. And I think the first week at the box office, it did like 20 million or something like that. Came in third or something. Yeah. I love it. It's just nobody watches that. Nobody watches any of that crap,
But what they do is they take out insurance policies. You know that.
Oh, do they?
So they'll make these message films, knowing that is all they're doing is scoring points and posturing. They'll make these message films.
Who they get the insurance policy from? The USAID?
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know.
Who's going to put insurance on those bombs?
But they will. They will take out insurance policies on films that they suspect are not going to go all that well. So they make their money back. That's all they care about. And then they keep going because they're doing the devil's work just as quickly as possible, for his time is short.
Yeah,
It
that's
is
probably
all
true.
about.
Well, it's
all
going to
about
come to an
promoting
end.
it.
God has said it's going to come to an end, that Hollywood will cease to exist.
Thank you.
There
Father.
will be movies made, but they'll be made honestly. You know, you just think about it. You think about movies, we talked about it. It's a Wonderful Life. You think about that movie. You think about even some of the raunchy movies like,
which,
say,
by the
Blazing
way,
Saddles.
did not do well at all and had a hard time getting distribution. Nobody wanted to make that Frank Capra thing because it was all too nicey nice, and Hollywood hated it.
Yes.
And now it's a cinema classic.
And they love playing it because it's a very cheap to play, and it makes a lot of money in commercials.
Yeah.
You know, that's where Lucy and Desi Arnaz was really, 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 you know, they invented syndication. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
They when they did their show I Love Lucy, they took less money to get it on there, but they wanted to own the rights to the syndication. And there wasn't before I Love Lucy, there was no syndication. Nobody did it. That's just not the way that they did it.
Desi was a brilliant businessman. He was actually the brains behind a lot of the success of that show. And
what other show did Lucy help produce and put out there when nobody else wanted to do it? But nobody cared. She got the rights to distribution. What show? Iconic show.
I think Mary Tyler Moore show was a Desi Lou production, wasn't it?
Probably, but this is before Mary Tyler Moore. Mary Tyler Moore was in the 70s. This would have been in the late 60s.
Gilligan's Island.
Nope.
What?
No. Star Trek.
Oh, really?
That's
amazing. Out of all that has come from that, it was only on the air 3 years.
Yes, and they hated
it. Was NBC.
They hate it. My mom's out there. Great grandma Linda, she's out there in the comment section. Star Trek. She knew, but she wasn't the producer of it, but she was a backer of it, and she got the syndication out of it. She wanted the syndication, and she pushed that. I mean, they're still playing those shows. And her family's still getting paid for it.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yes. Insane. It's awesome. So speaking of,
can you think of any other kids who had very famous and talented parents who have gone on to replicate that? Look at Frank Sinatra. He had Nancy, which had a couple of hits, and that's just because Frank was pushing her. His son, Frank Jr., he never had anything to do with. His son is as talented, if not more so, than his dad. Never got traction. Never had anything happen.
You know, there are some out there. But you don't realize that they are.
Michael Douglas. I don't think was as famous as his dad.
Drew Barrymore is the daughter of one. There's another person. I was watching something that they were related to a big star, and I can't remember who it is because I don't care about Hollywood enough to even care about their names. But I was like, but there's a couple others out there that are, but see, they don't have the same names. They don't have the same names. Either their parents had a stage name, or they have a stage name, or both.
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, Charlie Sheen.
And Emilio Estevez.
Yeah, so there's been some out there.
From Martin Sheen.
Yeah, there's been some out there.
Okay.
I mean, Charlie Sheen is kind of the Hunter Biden of Hollywood, but that's So in the WNBA, I love to pick on the WNBA. They're so easy to pick on. You know, I watched a whole quarter of the WNBA, one whole quarter, and in that quarter, they didn't score a basket. I mean, this was like India. This was Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. I want to see what all the hype was about. They went down and missed and down and missed and down and missed and down and missed and down and missed.
Bad.
And I'm like, holy moly! Now, my daughter played basketball for our little tiny school, and our school was like, I don't think they won a game in 3 years. I mean, they were bad. Just not just it's a small little school, you know. It was pretty bad.
Okay.
And I used to just get so frustrated with the coaching, and it's like, do we have a coach? Are you there? Hello, coach, do something. You know, I had to go apologize to my daughter's.
You're one of those
basketball
obnoxious
team.
parents on the sidelines, aren't you?
I'm not. Actually, I'm pretty quiet.
Okay.
I had to go apologize to the team. Metaphorically, I'm joking. At this time, my daughter had already quit playing basketball. She was frustrated with it too. Came to my daughter. I said, I got to apologize to your team. She says, well, I just watched the pros, and y'all could be pros. It's like, I mean, you guys can miss the basket as good as them. But anyways, I like to pick on the WNBA. And you know what? They make it easy. Here's the conversation.
Yeah.
All over the WNBA right now, they're all about the transients. They won't say they're mad at Sophie Cunningham. They're mad at Caitlin because they're saying, you know, that women should be women and boys should be boys and boys should play their basketball and women should play. Anyways, so here is I think this is the Indiana Fevers. This is the Indiana Fevers coach, and she's asked about men in women's sports.
What is your stance on men or athletes who test as biological male participating in women's sports? What's your personal stance?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I would say that I'm educated enough from a scientific standpoint. I don't ever believe that exclusion is an answer. I just don't. I do think, you know, when we think about various levels of sport, various governing bodies of sport and things that go into that, like I said, I'm not educated enough at the different levels. I know growing up, I played with the boys all the time.
So
there weren't girl sports.
Would you welcome a biological male in WNBA?
Again, it's like, I don't know, when we talk about biological male and scientifically where we are, I think it's a totally
Backtrack.
You know, as I said, I'm not educated enough in terms of transgender and transitioning to give you a smart answer. I would say, though, that I just don't feel like exclusion is an answer. And I think that we need to have deeper, more layered conversations.
I'll go back to Marine in the Woods' earlier comment. That's a man. Dun, 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 dun.
So this is what I hear in my head. She's like, I just don't have enough education to know if a man's a man and a girl's a girl. What I hear is it has electrolytes.
That's electrolytes. No one puts baby in a corner.
I'm like, what? I'm not educated enough to know the difference between a boy and a girl. I mean, did you go to the first grade? Did you go to kindergarten?
Dude, we currently have a Supreme Court justice who basically said the same thing, only not nearly as eloquently.
Well, this is true. But my point is, I don't have enough education. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a biologist.
Yeah,
it's just dumb. Well, the Babylon Bee, reporting tomorrow's news today, they touched on this subject. They said WNBA coaches stumped as to what the W stands for. Indianapolis, Indiana, coaches across the WNBA spoke to members of the press this week and admitted they had no idea what the W in WNBA stands for. We've tried to take our guesses, but we're totally stumped, said Indiana Fever coach Stephanie White. Is it whale? Watch? Win?
Is it whale?
There's just no way to know. In fact, we suspect it might just be one of those things you literally can't be known. You know, like the Holy Spirit.
Yes,
the confusion came after coaches were asked if they support recent comments by players expressing concern over the trend of men playing in women's sports leagues. We're not biologists, White said. Nor do we know what the word means, what words mean. That word means. So that W could stand for just about anything. We're inclusive here at the WNBA. Right. We don't want anyone to feel left out. Wombats, Wallabies, Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang Clan.
Everyone could play here. The coach the coach doubled down on confusion, giving a list of more potential things the W might represent, which Walter White, Wakanda, whatever it is, maybe it's
Walter
literally
White.
whatever. At publishing time, most people admitted that they were unaware there was a WNBA. That's true. Nor do I care. It's just like insane. Of course, you got Sophie Cunningham, like she's become the world's darling because she's a take no nonsense kind of person. So yeah.
Hello, Julia. Thank you so much for tuning in and checking in. We're glad that you're here. I wanted to take a little bit of time to show you what came in the mail yesterday, Mike. And I opened the box, but I haven't taken out all the stuff in it yet. This is the package that I ordered from New Wave of Life. And we've encouraged you to get involved with us and buying the products, using the products, and even if you want, selling the products with us. Hey, look, I've never looked better. This is the box that came in.
It does make you look better.
Yeah,
it works. It works. It's true. It's true. It's true.
It's working. Pretty girl. I'm going to look like her in just about 3 weeks.
Well, you can do that with AI, just like that guy that was running in Maine. That's right. You get your spoon to take your Slim with. That's called merch. Swag.
I love this spoon. It's shiny and it's coppery.
It works good for cereal too. I'm telling you.
I'll bet it does. I'll let you know. I got my Nueva Alive.
I'll tell you, the people that have tried Nueva Alive for real.
This is the greens blend.
The greens, yes.
Just put in water or juice.
They love the taste of it. It doesn't taste like grass. It kind of has a pineapple-y taste. And but my wife just loves it. She mixes it with coconut water. That she just loves it. And
that's smart. That's really smart. I like coconut water.
So, but the people that are taking it say that it is so good and just gives them so much energy, and it also helps move things along because it's greens. It's the fiber.
It'll make me poop. It'll make me poop better. And I got that.
Nueva Biotic. Now that right there. Yes, the way you take that product is you tear it open, you get some saliva on your tongue, get your tongue moist, and then you just pour it on your tongue and you just let it kind of dissolve into there, and it tastes like a strawberry dreamsicle.
What's the benefit? Nourish, restore, balance. What does it do? Is it going to give me a bunch of energy?
It's a probiotic and a prebiotic and a during biotic, whatever they call that. And you could take it. You could take 1 or 2 or 3 of them a day, but
during biotic.
Yeah, so they have a word for it. I don't know what it means. I'm kind of like the electrolyte. It has electrolytes. Has what plants crave. I'm kind of like that because I don't care about they start talking about it. My eyes roll in the back of my head. I don't get it.
So I just pour it on my tongue.
Yeah, make sure you got some moisture. Let it dissolve before you swallow it.
You didn't tell me that.
It's a little harsh going down if you don't let it moisturize a little bit. Tastes like strawberries.
It's like I've gone on vacation to Rio de Janeiro. It's beautiful.
And the best time to eat it.
Open one sachet, pour directly onto tongue, let dissolve, and swallow once melted. Okay.
And they say eat it with your food, with your meal, because it works with your meal. You can eat it anytime, but they're saying that's what they're saying to do it, and it helps. It puts all the biotics, the bionics down into your belly, into your gut. That helps everything. That's the cellular hydration.
It's got electrolytes.
It does have electrolytes.
Look, it's got electrolytes.
It does have electrolytes. So let me just say about this product right here. This product right here is a game changer. I mean, if you need refreshment, this is refreshing. I mean, straight up. When I drink it, I'm like, man, that feels good. That's like, it's kind of like Gatorade, but it actually has stuff in it that's good for you.
Water isn't enough. Water is not enough.
And one of the things that this has in it, it has 3 different mushrooms in it, and those mushrooms help moisturize you from the inside out. So I had a hydration from the inside.
Trace minerals too, and there's all the
minerals.
There's the mushrooms you were talking about.
One of the things that it does is it brings the hydration through your bloodstream more efficiently than not. So Gatorade doesn't even come close. I probably shouldn't say that. Sports drinks don't even come close to what this one does. And when you drink
say Gatorade, you can suck it. I'll say it.
Yeah, well, you're not supposed to talk like that. You the competitor, the
Too
sports
late.
drink,
Already did
the
it.
blue and green stuff. You could say that if you wanted to.
So I just pour this right into my water, right?
Sure. Is that
Right.
water or what are you drinking?
It's water with apple cider vinegar in it. That's why it's a little cloudy.
Okay. I don't know how that's going to taste, but cool. And
It'll
I
taste
like
horrible.
it. I like it colder.
But apple
the
cider
better.
vinegar is very good for you. Apple cider vinegar. Cold, you said? Cold? Well, it's too late. That
I
ship
like
is
it
sailed.
colder the better, but it is very refreshing. After you drink it, you about 2 or 3 minutes later, you're going, "Wow, that was wow."
It smells coconutty.
It's very coconutty. Yes, it's very coconutty. Trying it right on the air, ladies and gentlemen.
I
He's
love
not tried
doing
it
stuff like
before,
that.
so let's see how this works out.
It's like the first time when I was on the air live and I actually ate Pop Rocks and drank a Coke.
Oh yeah, that'll give you indigestion.
Oh, it'll kill you. It's what they kept saying, but I did it anyway. And I'm still here.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
You like it? You like it? It's good.
Even with the apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
but
don't know
this
how
is the
that would
biggie,
work.
buddy. This is the biggie.
Oh, the
Again,
chocolate
that's what-
sauce that makes your pants fall off. Yeah.
Here it is. This is what I'm going to start.
So you'll get the good bacteria into your
And
belly.
you can follow my progress.
You get the fiber and all the good stuff that's in the greens, mushrooms, and all that stuff. Then you'll get the refreshing after a hard day's work. You could drink one of them revives down, and then every morning take the chocolate sauce, makes your pants fall off, or night whenever you decide to take it. It might keep you up at night if you take it at night. So take it.
Well,
every
that's
day.
why I'm wondering. Yeah, I don't want to do anything that's going to jeopardize
You
my
take-
sleeping. But
Just go ahead and don't take the whole spoonful. Just take a taste of it. You got to take the top off because there's a little seal.
shake it up. I'm sure, right?
Shake.
Is this
Sonora.
interesting, by the way, to you watching right now?
No, it's not. They're bored.
It
out of
is
their
to
mind.
Marine. It is to our Marine in the woods. That's Pop Rocks for your stomach. Don't put minerals in acid, he said. Oops, sorry, I just did that. Minerals help detox your liver. Well, mine needs that. My liver needs
Yeah,
all
there's
kinds of-
lots of. That's the way you do it. Use them teeth like a tool. Primitive Pete over here. Did they
can't
talk
get
about Primitive Pete when you was in the Marine Corps? Now you're using a proper tool. That's what I'm talking about.
Primitive Pete.
Primitive Pete.
I wasn't in the
used
Marine Corps. I'm an Army guy.
Well, that's where I saw Primitive Pete. But I was a mechanic, so they always talked about Primitive Pete using the wrong tools, using channel locks as a hammer, that kind of thing.
Oh my goodness, I'm remembering that. Oh yeah, I've seen those. I have seen those. I remember those. Yeah, it's one of those don't be a doobie, do the right thing or whatever.
Yep.
Well, son of a
Be
gun.
alert. Be alert. The world needs more alerts.
Okay, here we go. I got it. All right. Do I have to do it
Marine
out of
said-
the spoon or can I just hit it out of the bottle? Can I
It's
just
your
hit it out
bottle.
of the
Do what
bottle?
you like it. It's your
All right, well,
bottle.
let's-
However you want to do it.
Pura vida. Pura vida. Your life. Nueva life. New life. NUEVA. I can do that. I can do. Is that just once a day, twice a day? How
Yeah.
often do
Well,
you do it?
I suppose you could do it twice a day, but I just do a spoonful a day. Spoonful a day chases that belly fat away. The only side effect that I found with this is you got to buy new pants.
That's a good side effect.
That's the only side effect.
So, I have last time I got weighed, I was, geez, it's embarrassing to even say, 242.
Oh man, I haven't been 242 since I was 10.
I'm 6'1". I'm 6'1", but that's technically 30 pounds overweight. I'm obese. It doesn't show so much on camera just because I've learned how to wear baggy clothing and hide it better. But I've been heavy for a long time. I've fought that battle all my life. So when Mike started talking about this and started taking it, and then I saw on camera, you can't hide that, what it was doing to him and his face, and he's so much thinner than the first time I met him, which was like 3 years ago now, wasn't it, in Detroit?
There's the difference. The one on the screen left with the pink background, that's me speaking somewhere. That was June 2025. I was 315 pounds, and the other one is June 2026, and I was at that picture. I was below 270, somewhere in that neighborhood. So
I'm real heavy. This has ingredients in it, including that blood orange thing that
Morcell blood orange extract that under clinical trials, 94% of the people who took it over a 12-week period lost weight.
90%.
94%.
Anyways. Okay. And there's all the ingredients. And here's what I love about it too. They don't hide anything. It's all right there. It's not like a COVID shot. They actually show you what's in it.
And ouchie. You have to get it to find out what's in it as you keel over.
Fauci, ouchie. That idiot. 111 times he said the same crap over and over and over again.
Yep. I plead the fifth. And Nancy was right there. Nancy was right there off screen going, I'll drink to that.
Pelosi is next. I hope, I pray. Anyway,
I'll drink to that, coach. Put me in. I'll drink to that.
If you want
I
to
drink the fifth.
I drink the fifth. If you want to join us on this trek of getting better, getting healthier, feeling better, and maybe even making money while doing it, how do we do that, Mike? How do we get involved?
Well, it's real simple. There's a QR code on the screen there. Take a picture of that, go there. That will help you. That's Charlie's account right there. You can order all these products. If you want to know how, if you're like, okay, I'm stumped, I can figure it out because I'm not, I know some people just find a kid. The kid will help you. A grandkid, something like that. Or just send me a message at patriotmikeshow@gmail.com, patriotmikeshow@gmail.com, patriotmikeshow@gmail.com. And I'd say, hey, I'm trying to get through there, Charlie's link there, and I can't figure it out, and I'll walk you through it. Okay? It's easy peasy. Once you get used to it, it's fine. By the way, they're coming.
If you use my name as a promo code, you'll get a nice little 10% discount, by the way.
Actually, right now, they have $15 in a gift wallet if you decide to become a customer. Right now.
Nice.
And I'll show you how to use that too.
Okay. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I'm going to start all of this, so I'll have a good progress. I'm feeling very confident about this. I feel happy that I made the investment, and I'm glad to be part of newevalife.com/Charlie Simons. If you want a nice little discount, use my name there. Or like Mike just said, there's a $15 discount in the wallet if you open up an account. We all get a wallet and we get little gifts like that in there.
Marine says, my wife is looking so hot, she can't keep me off her. That's TMI. There's your commercial.
There's your commercial.
She actually is tearing this thing up. She's a marketer, and she's done pretty good. She's done pretty well. She was this close to hitting a level on there. It would have paid her another bonus. I mean, she missed it by that much. I'm just
and if you're thinking, as I have had friends who I've told about this and go, would you please at least listen to it? I don't do MLM. Listen, I don't either. And Mike told me, there's no buy-in cost. You have to purchase a minimum amount every month to stay active. There's none of that crap, which I hate. Yep. That's what MLMs are all about. This is truly a different thing. and they don't advertise, and it's all word of mouth, like the MLM things, like the Amway and the Melaleuca and all that kind of stuff. But there's no buy-in.
You could do that side, or you could just do the sales side, or you could just buy the product, support Charlie.
Yeah,
buy a bottle of Slim and some of this. I'm telling you, if you this by the way, this product's $45.
Get a spoon.
This product's $45. This Revive, and if you get this, you'll be happy you did. I'm just saying, because I'm impressed with it. I really am. It's hard to impress me, by the way. I'm pretty skeptical of things.
You're a little jaded. You've been ridden hard and put away wet.
I wouldn't say that, but while you're doing that, I got another video that I want to play. So one of my new favorite congressmen is Brandon Gill. And
me too. Texas congressman. Brilliant, this guy.
And he's I don't know what hearing this is, and he's asking some questions. Now, the first 2/3 of this video, it's 5 minutes long. The first 2/3 of this video, he's asking a guy and he's getting favorable answers. And it's it's when he goes to the other panelist. So I'll start it off here, kind of, so you can get an idea. I'll play about 30 seconds of it. Then I'm going to fast forward, okay? So you get an idea what's going on.
You identified multiple individuals and LLCs that you believe engaged in fraud. How many of these had Somali or Bhutanese or other African origin names?
100%.
100%. And how many did you look through? I mean, that's 100% of how many, roughly?
I looked at the names of hundreds of companies. I looked more deeply into maybe 50.
More deeply into 50, you looked into hundreds of companies, and 100%, you're telling me, had names that were Somali, Bhutanese, or other sort of African origin derivation.
Correct. I thought I saw an American, and I was very excited, but it turned out to be the teenage son of that money launderer, who was actually just a proxy for this woman from Ghana.
What are some of these names that you come across? Do you hear the same names, or are they different names?
A guy named Robert Achiapong. And then I found a different scammer named Roberta Achiapong. And I thought they were related, but they weren't. It's just, that's how common it is to scam Medicaid when your name is Achiapong. And then I did the same thing with a guy named Aliu Conte, who has 30 criminal charges in Cuyahoga County or in Franklin County, and threatened my family, malicious wounding, crazy stuff. This guy's a career criminal. And then there was a different guy named...
Now let me fast forward.
Okay.
Of foreigners running criminal fraud rings within our government, within our country, I should say, defrauding our federal government. Thank you so much for the work that you have done on this. It's been fantastic reporting, so we really appreciate this. Senator Antonio, thank you for being here. Has Somali immigration been good for Ohio?
You know, that's really outside of my purview.
Oh, good Lord. They always say that crap.
As far as I'm processing your question, and I have to say that I was almost brought to tears just now.
72
because the rate and the level of hateful rhetoric based on false information
an astounding rate, and
shocking.
Most Ohioans
is shocking to me. The lack of even humanity to group a group of people
allow your
together.
Own state to be defrauded
I am
at
shocked.
astounding rates.
I am shocked.
Billions
and
of dollars
by
taken
the
out of the pockets of
right
working
now.
class people.
I am
going to
shocked.
criminal fraud.
Get him, Brandon. Don't let her get away with it.
Community,
I think
there are good people and there are bad people.
Regular order.
But to try to say
we're not supposed to
people.
that's every
That said,
single
we are out
member
of time,
of a
Miss
group
Antonio.
We're not
is
supposed to.
somehow a
We've already gone
criminal
over here.
is shocking to me. I am shocked and appalled.
Already out of time here.
You already said that.
I'm shocked, I tell you. Shocked.
That's what those idiots do.
How
And
dare
too many
you talk bad about
too many
the
Republicans have sat back
constituencies.
and let them get away with that. Let them get away with their little pontification because they're on C-SPAN. They get their little camera time and they'll just drag it out like that, saying that kind of crap over and over and over and over and louder and louder and louder. And Brandon knows this.
Yep.
So he just decided he's going to keep talking over her so her message doesn't get out there. That's what they have been doing to us for decades.
Yep.
I
And
love Brandon.
The thing is, what I love about this
Oh, great.
is he spent the first 4 minutes or so talking to this guy saying, yeah, we got all this fraud going on. It's millions and millions of dollars in fraud. They all happen to have Somali, or they named a couple other places names. And she's like, aghast.
Shocked and appalled.
Oh my
Shocked
God.
and appalled.
I can't believe what kind of racist you are.
Shocked and appalled.
No. I'm not a racist. I stated facts. The facts are what they are. You're the racist. You're the racist because you assume that I'm talking about somebody from Somalia just because they have a Somali name. You're the racist. I'm not the racist. I told you the facts. These are the people that did these things. I didn't judge them by their race or even their IQ or if they ate banana and rice. I didn't judge them by any of that. You know, one of the things that I do with people, and it really pisses them off when they get into this racist thing. You get a black person that goes, I'm African American and I'm insulted, blah, blah, blah. I need reparations, all this stuff. I say, Elon Musk is more African than you are.
That's right.
And they get mad at me.
That's right.
They get
born and raised.
You can't.
South Africa.
He's from Africa. He grew up in South Africa. You grew up in Detroit. That's not the same. You are right. You are a darker complected American. You have no African in you. Not for generations.
No.
And then the other thing, I saw another thing the other day, since we're on the subject. I saw somebody was saying that America should be punished because of their complicity in the slave trade. And I thought about that for a second, and I said, wait a second, hold up. Wait. America was not in the slave trade. America was the customer. Africa was in the slave trade. They were catching each other and selling them. We were the end customer. I'm just pointing something out there.
The British and a lot of Muslim countries were big.
They're the middleman. They're the wholesaler.
Yeah, you're right. They were buying from those who were stealing from each other, their villages, raiding them, and selling their own fellow Africans.
I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying, but you know who the largest in the 1600s. You know who the largest slave owner was? One of the first slave owners in the United States of America.
Well, in the U.S., it was a black dude.
It was a black dude. That's right.
Yeah. I'm not thinking of his name either, but because I'm racist that way, I can't think of his name. So apparently I'm racist.
Wakanda.
Yeah. And I believe he was Jewish too. So he was
probably so. Jew. Yeah. It's all the Jews. It's all the Jews' fault. You know,
well, everybody knows that.
There was an earthquake in Egypt the other day. Did you hear that? It's like a 5.9.
Jews,
right along the Suez Canal.
Say Jews.
And the fault, it was the Jews' fault.
I know
for sure.
It's the Jews' fault. For anybody just tuning in who've never watched Mike and I before, we're being completely sarcastic right now because of
in fact, I'm looking for
idiots
something that goes along with that because it's so true. It's from was it Barbie? I can't remember. Here it is right here. It's from Insurrection Barbie. So So here she is over on X.
Okay.
Let me put this on the screen here.
She's awesome.
Right.
I like her.
Okay. It says conspiracy guy. The Jews control capitalism. Also conspiracy guy. The Jews control communism. Weather too hot. The Jews. Weather too cold. The Jews. Government too big. The Jews. Government too small. Believe it or not. The Jews. Wall Street wins. The Jews. Stock market crashes. Still the Jews. Globalism. The Jews. Nationalism. Somehow also Jews. War, Jews. Peace treaty, obviously part of the plan, Jews. Inflation, the Jews. Deflation, also suspiciously Jewish. Your candidate loses, the Jews. Your candidate wins but doesn't deliver, still the Jews. Too much immigration, Jews. Not enough workers, Jews.
Yeah.
See, every conspiracy flow chart, problem, Jews, opposite problem, Jews, conspiracy logic. If it happens, Jews. If it doesn't happen, also Jews. Economics, Jews, culture, Jews. That about covers it. So there you have it. There's the problem. And, I so push back on the Jew hatred stuff because it's just ridiculous. It's just like I've now said, and I've pissed some people off, by the way, some friends of mine even, because I tell them that it is a ignorant cop out to say it's the Jews because it stops the conversation. You don't have an intellectual conversation on the problems that are happening in our country because it's the Jews. And it's just like, now, but I have discovered something. I played this on my show. So the people who watch my show, you're getting a second dose. I have discovered something, though. There was a time in recent history when it was not the Jews. That the Jews were not the problem. That somebody superseded the Jews as the problem that needed to be solved in the world. As they needed to find a solution to this problem. And they needed to maybe round these people up and put them in a particular place so they wouldn't cause problems for everybody else. There was a time in recent history when it was not the Jews that were the problem.
Okay.
And here it is right here.
You are the problem. It is the unvaccinated who are the problem, period, end of story.
The only people that you can blame, this isn't shaming, this is the truth. Maybe they should be shamed, are the unvaccinated.
It's time to start blaming the unvaccinated folks, not the regular folks.
Anyone you came into contact with will blame you, as will the rest of us who have done the right thing by getting vaccinated.
Because frankly, we know that we can't trust the unvaccinated.
I think it's time to get our moral house in order, Anderson. It's the unvaccinated who are the threat.
All those vaccinated folks are going to start wearing masks to protect the unvaccinated folks. It's called a Christian value. You're basically punishing.
Shut up.
For the sins of the unvaccinated. People are not behaving honorably. The unvaccinated are basically saying, well, it's open season for me. I can do whatever I want as well.
The unvaccinated are basically beating their breasts, running around the country saying, we don't care, we're living free, and so forth.
We've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin.
The unvaccinated, a group that includes children and people acting like children. And the rest of us are starting to get pissed off.
The vaccinated feel the unvaccinated are making me upset or angry.
This is not about freedom or personal choice.
Well, my freedom is being kind of disturbed here. No, screw your freedom.
The other day, Howard Stern with a much different approach. Take a look.
When are we going to stop putting up with the idiots in this country and just say, it's mandatory to get vaccinated? Take freedom.
You're treading on our freedom and you're making other people sick, and really you're killing other people.
The anti-vaxxers, they seem to have a thing for death and home remedies.
The anti-maskers turned anti-vaxxers are not just putting their own lives at risk. If that was the issue, we could just say that we can watch them compete to win place or show in the Darwin Awards.
We have to start doing things for the greater good of society and not for idiots who think that they can do their own research.
And don't get me started on the lunatics who won't take any of the COVID vaccines.
Life is too short to be an ass. Life is way too short to be ignorant of the promise of something that is helping people worldwide.
Maybe you're doing it because you're disconnected or disorganized. Maybe you have some sympathetic psychological reasons. But maybe you're just being antisocial.
Oh, you can't shame them. You can't call them stupid. You can't call them silly. Yes, they are.
Those who are not vaccinated will end up paying the price.
The unvaccinated should be taxed. They should pay more for health care.
We need to start looking at the choice to remain unvaccinated the same as we look at driving while intoxicated.
We're going to see, and I've said, almost two types of America.
Dr. Fauci said that if hospitals get any more overcrowded, they're going to have to make some very tough choices about who gets an ICU bed. That choice doesn't seem so tough to me. Vaccinated person having a heart attack, yes, come right on in. We'll take care of you. Unvaccinated guy who gobbled horse goo, rest in peace, Wheezy.
Pointing back to the unvaccinated who are really creating a problem in this country, every death that we are seeing from COVID could have been prevented.
Literally, the only people dying are the unvaccinated. And for those of you spreading misinformation, shame on you. Shame on you. I don't know how some of you.
Shame on you. I told you there was a time when it wasn't the Jews' fault.
Never forget what they did to us. Never, ever forget that. Don't let that go. I mean, don't just go, oh gosh, that was just stupid, because those same people will do this again. And this time it will be even more severe. They will try this again. So never forget what they did to us during that time. Please don't ever let that go. Don't ever forgive that. We're to forgive.
Absolutely.
We're to forgive people. Yes, I know. But that doesn't mean we have to forgive their actions and actually accept it and let them do it to us again. No, we don't. No, we don't. I hate what they did to us.
And they want to blame us. But, you know, the thing is, people are starting to all kinds of reactions, and people are dying. So I don't have it pulled up, but there was a guy, gay is, I mean, the guy was flaming, and he used to troll a bunch of conservatives back in that time, about a bunch of the mega types that won't get you, and just get on there and tell them to follow the science and all this stuff like that. He's apologizing to us after Dr. Fauci came out and did what he did. And you go read in the comment section, like 4,000 comments now. Over and over again, people are going, yeah, I voted for Barack Obama twice, and I voted for Hillary Clinton, and I was all about the vaccination. I've now got this wrong with me, and I've had cancer, or I've had heart palpitations, or I had stroke, and just comment after comment after comment of people regretting what happened and apologizing for the way they acted. It's insane. It's absolutely crazy to me that people.
I didn't see that. I haven't seen any of them actually fess up. I have not seen any of that. Who was this who did that? Do you remember?
I don't remember what his name is, and I
because I can actually respect that, and I can take that and
it wasn't
and do
just the
something
guy.
with it.
It was the comments. It was over and over and again in the comments. It was a TikTok video, so I'd have to go searching for it. I doubt I'd be able to find it. But
did you see? Do you know who Harvey Levin is? TMZ.
Yes, a prick. But anyways, moving on.
Yeah, he's you're right. A piece of crap Los Angeles lawyer who decided to do after a career of ambulance chasing.
And let me tell you something.
Start a news television show that he produces.
These elitists.
I'm a lawyer. Harvey Levin.
Let me just add to what you're saying. These elitist Hollywood types, like this guy, this Levin prick. This is what Hollywood is. All the LA types, and this attitude that this dude has.
They are.
This is who they are. Yeah, that's why I hate California.
See if you can. Well, you and me both, brother. Well, I love my state. I just hate the people who are polluting it now and the people who are running it. So I guess I don't love my state anymore. But I still.
My sister now lives in Pocahontas, Arkansas, and no longer lives in California.
I love that.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Tiny town.
Tell her I said howdy. I'm sorry I never got to meet her. Is she cute?
Well, she's my sister. Of course not.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. So she took after you. Anyway.
She's 10 years older than me. That counts.
Is she really? Well, yeah. Okay. Anyway, Harvey Levin was crying on his show. I wish I had the video. Maybe you could look it up and find it. You know me, I'm not at home and I'm having difficulty playing video. But Harvey Levin on TMZ is like tearing up because of the way we are attacking the national treasure, Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Oh, I seen that one. I don't have it. Was it?
That's what these idiots do. They worship at the altar of tyranny, which is what that whole COVID shutdown was. And it was all to do two things. One, to destroy President Trump's legacy, creating first term and destroying that economy that he had built up so quickly after languishing for 8 years under Obama of just horrible inflation, deflation, everything else, flation, flagregation. And also to wreck the world. This was all part of the New World Order, depopulation, All about control, rule through fear. It wasn't the mark of the beast, but I think it was prepping us for it. Who's going to comply? Who's going to actually fall right in line and take that shot? And those of us who are pure bloods, like Marine in the Woods just said, yeah, I'm a pure blood and I'm proud of it because I stood against all kinds of odds in the media. I lost my job with the Salem Media Group, which was a great job. I lost that job because of the whole COVID thing. I almost lost any career I have in the military because I wouldn't take the shot, even though I had the commanding general yelling at me, just take the fucking shot, is what he said in front of 1,700 other service members when I questioned about the medical exemption. This is what I went through. I couldn't fly. I couldn't do anything because I would not take that shot. I wouldn't comply with wearing the mask. If somebody tried to force me to do it, I'd say, I want your manager now. I'll never forget Big Five Sporting Goods putting a sign on their door. The law says you must wear a mask while you're in here. I went right in and said, I want to see your manager right now. He came out. I said, that is a lie, what you have on your door right there. That's a lie.
Yep.
It is not the law. It's the governor's mandate. The governor cannot make law. Who told you to put that sign on there? Was that corporate? If so, that's a lie, what they're telling people. That's discriminatory. You were telling me I can't come in here because it's the law? That's a lie. And they kicked me out. I went just because I didn't want
to kick you out.
They do, because it's a private business. You're right. Yep. They do actually have the right to do that.
I've had a sign on my door during that time that says you're entering a vaccination and mask-free zone. Enter at your own risk.
Now, and all those, that myriad of media clowns and pigs and swine parading there saying that we're the ones to blame and we're the terrible people because we're denying the effectiveness of the shot. That's none of your business. If you got your shot, you're supposed to be free from ever getting it again. That's what your little slobbering, mumbling, fumbling president told us all. If you got the shot, you would not get the disease, the virus. And you're wearing your mask. So what do you care if I'm not wearing my mask? You're wearing yours, right?
Right.
So let it go.
If the mask works, if the shot works, and somebody else doesn't wear the mask or get the shot, it shouldn't affect you at all because it works.
So it was all about complying and getting in line. I don't know about where you are, but in California, these idiots put arrows down in grocery stores so you could only walk down this aisle.
Like at Walmart and stuff.
To walk out down the other aisle, you had arrows. And these were government things. So our tax dollars paid for these 6 feet apart. And as standing at the pharmacy window, they had markings on the floor so you couldn't be too close to somebody else while they're all wearing masks. It was insanity what was going on. It was not a pandemic. There were no people dying in the streets. That's what a pandemic is, by the way.
No, there was people dying when
they got in the hospital and they were shot up with remdesivir and their kidneys shut down while they were put in a respirator and they drowned in their own bodily fluids. You're right. They were dying then, and they were getting paid by the government for killing us.
Name brand, large, nationwide medical conglomerate. And she was a nurse that worked there in some capacity. And the people would come in, and they'd have the Rona, and they'd have, the sniffling and the coughing and the fever and all that. And if they'd had their Fauci ouchie, this doctor would give them ivermectin and HCQ and send them home. If they did not have the Fauci ouchie, they would admit them, put them on a respirator, give them the remdesivir, and kill them. And when she questioned it, he said, those mega sons of deserve to die.
A doctor said that?
Yes. And when she reported it, they fired her because they get paid $30,000 for the diagnosis, $30,000 for the admitted to the hospital, $30,000 when they shove the thing down your throat, $30,000 when you get the remdesivir, $30,000 when they're diagnosed with COVID and pneumonia.
Remdesivir.
Yes. $30,000 when you die and $30,000 for the morgue.
They got paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to murder us.
Yes.
I've had guests on. I've done shows over on my Rumble channel that would blow you away of the stories that these people have told of what they did to their loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
And how they couldn't even take their own loved ones out of the hospital once they were in there. One got arrested. One got escorted out of the hospital twice because they were trying to get their daughter out of there.
Let me say this too. Let me say this. Everybody's all, we need to arrest Dr. Fauci. By the way, states are going after him now. But you got to understand.
It's about time.
Well, listen to me. There's a chance that he never gets any charges. There's a chance that many of these other government officials and politicians and whatnot don't get any charges, at least not from man. It won't be safe for them to walk down the street. In fact, Fauci's complaining now that he's getting death threats. Wow. And here's why. They're indemnified because of their position in government. However, if you're a doctor or an administrator in a hospital, or you're an employer that forced people to get this thing and they get damaged or injured, if you're these pharmaceutical companies are indemnified, you can't go after them, but your doctor, your boss, your school systems, especially doctors like this guy that was killing people on purpose, you better watch it. Because these are crimes against humanity, and you don't have any legal protection.
I'll never forget when good doctors, right-thinking doctors who were not playing along, and one of them was a friend of mine, and he lost everything, had his medical license taken away from him in the state of California because he would not give the patients the shot. He'd go, no, there are other alternatives. I won't do that. Lost his medical license, lost everything.
Well, think about that time too, because
never forget they did that too.
Attorneys.
And then these doctors would write these prescriptions for ivermectin or hydroxychloroquine or a combo of both or their Z-Pack, and the pharmacists would refuse to fill those prescriptions.
Yep.
Never forget they did that too.
Yep. And now, because of Trump, several states, I don't know that Missouri's passed yet, but Arkansas has. You can go to Arkansas and buy it off the shelf now in pill form.
It should be over the counter. It should have always been over the counter.
They give it out.
It's not in California.
No, of course not. Here, speaking of California, I got your Harvey Levin. I think this is the right.
Oh, good. You found it? Okay,
video.
good.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, this stinking little creepy weasel.
All these Hollyweird types are this way.
They are. He's not kidding. He's not exaggerating.
Watching
I've worked with him.
Anthony Fauci before a congressional hearing taking the Fifth Amendment is just one of the most heartbreaking things I have seen in government in my lifetime. Anthony Fauci, over a period of decades, has been an amazing public servant.
When he killed all the AIDS patients.
In the 80s. I have many friends who died of AIDS, a horrible, painful death. And I had friends who lived because of Anthony Fauci, because he was willing to look at experimental drugs in a different way than they had looked at them before. And that really resulted in lives saved. And he has done so many other things in his career to thwart epidemics, to save lives, not just in the United States, but all over the world. He has been a dedicated public servant. Watching Anthony
Fauci. That's all I have of it. A dedicated public service, they said.
Yeah.
Dedicated.
He could suck
That's
it.
Right.
I like what Marine.
He got paid more money than anybody else in Congress.
Oh yeah. Check out what Marine wrote. Fauci can kiss my third butt cheek.
He needs to take some of that Slim too. His wife has some, so he should be taking it.
I'm not sure what a third butt cheek is, but I can imagine. The heck is that?
So I've got another. We're getting close to time, but I got another lefty crazy person here.
Good.
This person right here.
Oh, look at her.
Yeah, she was wonderful. Listen, it's even worse when she starts talking.
I hate capitalism. I hate Trump and his whole administration. I hate the state of Israel and Netanyahu, that blue-eyed demon, Erica Kirk, and her whole thing. I hate billionaires and trillionaires. Why the fuck do we have a trillionaire when people are starving to death? We have the resources to have such an easy life, I hate our healthcare system. I hate AI. I hate corporations. I hate the whole damn thing. People have revolted for less. What are we doing?
This woman is very clearly unstable. She has to run into the background. She comes back. She's so upset and angry that she literally can't stand still. She has to run away, wave her hands. I mean, there's something like really wrong with some of these younger people. And if we look at her profile, this is her here, and she has all the classic signs of mass indoctrination. She has the Palestine flag in her bio. If you look her profile up on mobile, you will see that she has added.
You sound vaccinated.
She has visible, so she's just like an activist through and through. And for some reason, these young white liberal women are so susceptible to just every kind of indoctrination.
All white liberal women.
Give it up. And there's nothing they doubt. They fall for all of it, and then they become these extreme activists. They're so worked up, they literally can't even stand still when they talk.
Yep.
It's next level stupid. They're genuinely so absolutely ignorant. And even if they have an education, they're still ignorant in the way they're thinking is so childish. It's all about indoctrinate. Good point. But it's all about class envy. That's a big one. Class envy, white guilt, feeling guilty because they are actually white. So they're gonna solve all the ills and make everything good again for everybody. And
they don't have any idea how to solve the ills. But she covered all the tropes though. She had the megas, she had the Jews, she had the rich people. She had it all. She had it all figured out. If we didn't have any rich people, then everybody else would get to eat. Well, where would you steal the money from? I'm just saying.
Mike, it was fun. Thank you so much for everybody in the chat room. Thank you for joining us. It's always fun. I spend so much time. If you see me over looking like this instead of looking at you, that's because I'm over there reading the comments, and I got to put my glasses on to try and see some of them. I'm going, dang it, I missed that one. And I try and pop it up there like Inspector Cates. You still on? Shut up, Aaron. Go to bed.
He's probably half tipsy down there in Miami, sitting on the beach, drinking them drinks with the little umbrellas on it.
Exactly. Dad blame Canadian, unable to handle our American booze. Go back home. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We appreciate you very much, more than you know. And thank you for going to hitting this QR code and buying some of this product that we were just talking about. I hope you'll join me.
It's legit for real.
It really is. And it's the best part. It's they're all about being natural and American made. And
that's right.
That's me. That's me. I'm all, if it's made in America, I'm like that Toby Keith song. I spend more for the shirt with the tag in the back says made in the USA. That's me. I insist on that. So join us at newwaveoflife.com/Charlie Simons, CHARLEESIMONS. You use that, you get a nice little 10% discount. Or write Mike. I know. Write Mike at his Gmail address. And
PatriotMikeShow@gmail.com. 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 There you go.
Yeah. And join us in it. That's why I brought that up, because I'd love to see you join us and actually participating with this, buying the product, using the product, being part of our team. Be a part of our team.
I had last month about 30 people that were commission qualified. That means they got a check. Some of them smaller than others, mind you. So, and me and my wife, we hit platinum.
There are trillionaires. Why are there trillionaires when not everybody's getting a check through newwaveoflife.com?
I'm telling you, that's a great question. Probably because they build like rocket ships and satellites and stuff and allow us to do this sort of thing.
Yeah, imagine that.
Yeah, it's not rocket surgery. Come on. Anyway,
rocket surgery. It's not brain science. This is one thing I wanted to show you too, by the way. This came in the mail. I'm at my mom's house, who's an 89-year-old. And And that whole fire we started at the beginning of the show, that was the biggest concern for me is if we get orders to evacuate, how am I going to do that with an 89-year-old woman who's not getting around very well at all? Anyway, I hate the way these companies prey on seniors. This came in the mail, and I take care of her bills for her. Griselda, that's obvious her name. Enjoy our lowest intro rate on balance transfers for months and months. This is from Citibank. It's the Citi Diamond Preferred Card. Doesn't that look fancy?
Lord. 27.49%. Holy schmolies. I can go down to the title loan place and get a better deal than that.
So then I'm reading yeah, exactly. See what I'm saying? And then I'm reading the fine print on the back and I'm thinking, well, it says 18 months, no interest for 18 months, but there's stipulations. That will, let's see, where's the one in particular? That's it. Introductory HPR for 18 months from date of account opening. When transfers are completed within 4 months from date of account opening, market based on the prime rate. So what that's saying is it's not a full 18 months. Obviously not a full 18 months. But yeah, almost 30% interest. And look at the penalties. Can you see those there? Where are they now? There they are. If you transaction fees on balance transfers, $5 or 3% of the amount. Cash advance, you're paying $10 for that or 5% of the amount. Foreign purchase transaction, 3%. But look at this. Late payment, $41. Returned payment, $41.
Jeez Louise.
That's Citibank. That's Citibank preying on seniors.
That's ridiculous.
You go to hell, Citibank. Go straight to hell. You got a sauna set aside in hell for you.
We were getting ready to wrap this up, but since you brought it up, it's your fault. Let me see if I got it here. I got the story. Let me see here.
Well, he's looking for that, though. Serious. So join us every week. If you can let people know, we'd love to see the show grow. And it would just be nice to have more people on board every week at Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern, and everything else in between. So join us every Tuesday. Charlie and Mike talk about it right here.
I don't
on
have the story, but Citibank was just charged $159 million for money laundering for illegal criminal activities that they were fined like $8 million 5 years ago for doing the exact same thing. They were told to change some things. They didn't change anything. They were just charged $158 million, the largest fine that's ever been put on a bank. And
who pays for that, by the way? Who pays for that fine ultimately?
Well, I mean, the customers, I'm sure, by paying 27% interest.
29.87.
So the ridiculousness of that, the same bank that is money laundering for these Epstein types and stuff like that is sitting here ripping off little old ladies or anybody that's stupid enough to sign up for the card. No, that's why I don't have a credit card. I have a debit card. I don't have a credit card. I'm not going to get one.
I do, but it's through credit unions. I don't do anything with banks anymore. Banks can suck it. I don't do things with banks. I go through credit unions. I'm actually in 3 different ones. And I love my credit unions. So when banks collapse, not if, but when, and it's coming. I think it's happening now. As a matter of fact, we're in the beginning of the end for the financial system as we know it. I'm not saying it's going to be total collapse and horrific things happening, but
one of the things that the financial people that
get out of banks, by the way, is the point I was getting to before I forget get out of banks, get into a credit union or find some other way to invest or hold your money, but get out of banks.
Or bury it in your backyard or something. Anyways, so here's something. What we've been told, what the people I follow who talk about the credit crunch that's going to come, the liquidity crunch that's going to come, the collapse of the derivatives, the collapse of the modern Fed debt system. One of the things that you will see is that Japan and or China will start liquidating. Japan's the number one holder of our debt. They'll start liquidating, selling our debt because
I thought it was China.
No, China is not. China is like third.
Interesting.
The number one holder is the United States of America. The number two holder is Japan. Number three holder is like China. I think that's the order.
Interesting. Did not know.
China, and you saw this last week when the stock market tanked 1,000 points. The reason it did is because Japan started selling their debt, selling their bonds, and they were selling their bonds so they could buy wands and because it was collapsing. Their economy, their dollar, their currency was collapsing. It was in the middle of a free fall collapse, and they started dumping American dollars so they could buy their stuff back and secure it. Well, Donald Trump came and sold euros. We hold euros, right? Sold euro. Donald Trump's a genius. Sold euros and bought the yuan, whatever you call it, yuan, whatever they call it. Bought the yen. That's it, yen. Bought the Japanese yen to secure the yen, while at the same time dumping euros, which drove the euro down, which raised the yen and the dollar up against the euro. He's a thinker. So he bailed them out basically and kept it from collapsing. But we were that close to this, because if Japan starts dumping them and everybody else goes, oh crap, they start dumping dollars around the world, our economy ceases to exist in a day. Which is why you should have gold and silver on hand. And about
dude, I wish I had the money. If I had the money, I would be buying silver. I'd start with dimes, like you suggested. Anything 1964 and older, buy dimes. That just makes perfect sense to me. But I just don't have any disposable income doing my little Social Security, paycheck to paycheck. I'm that fixed income guy that I always said I would never be. And now here I is.
Here you is.
I just don't have the money.
I understand it is what it is. So I always tell them on my show to do that. Have a couple of weeks worth of cash in your safe at home or under your. Why a couple of weeks? Because think about what you need to survive. It's hard to comprehend this where the banks aren't working. You really can't buy anything on credit or anything. You got to have cash. And if it lasts longer than a couple of weeks, your cash ain't going to be worth nothing, no way. So they just take a look at the pictures of Venezuela or Zimbabwe or the Weimar Republic where their cash is just flowing down the street because they ain't worth nothing no more. It's the story of the Weimar Republic where the little old lady put all of her cash into a basket to go buy one can of tomatoes, and when she went to the store, she set the basket on the porch to go inside and make sure they still had the tomatoes, and when she came back out, somebody had dumped out the cash and stole the basket.
Took the basket.
I'm serious. That's a story.
It's legit? That's real?
Yeah, that's a real story.
My goodness gracious.
So I mean, the people that tell it say it's going to happen, so I don't know. But so my point in all that is the cycle. If Donald Trump wasn't president right now to do what he did to bail Japan, act quickly. I mean, he acted in a day. They went over, they bought it. We would be right now in a full-blown liquidity crash, a full-blown bond crash around the world, a currency crash worldwide right now, if Donald Trump hadn't stepped in when he did. Think about that. That close. We were that close.
I think about what it'd be like if Kamala Harris would have won the presidency. That's what I think about. And that makes me appreciate my president every day. And I pray for his safety. And I have friends who are just full on battling against him and sending me crappy videos and stuff. And the same ones who have suddenly turned to hating Jews and everything else. And I'm literally divorcing myself from these friends.
You know what I say to them when they
I don't want to see your crap
stuff
anymore. Don't send me this stuff anymore. I'm not interested in hearing your little conspiracy theories. Don't send me another video of some dark hooded guy doing a whole bunch of this is and talking in that. What's that mask? That stupid French dude looking mask.
The anonymous.
Yeah. I'm not interested. I'm just done. I'm done with it.
Yeah,
so I'm relying on the Lord. I am praying for discernment, so I can't be fooled. I know what's of the Lord and what's of the enemy. I can't be fooled. When you ask for discernment, you have not because you ask not. Ask for it, and ask for his peace beyond all understanding. Most importantly, I'm sorry I got all worked up about the COVID stuff earlier. I know people don't like it when I start yelling, but
I don't like it when I do it, but I do it anyway.
I'm very passionate about all of that because I don't want you to ever forget what they did to us, ever. And I'm so appreciative that we have the president we have right now, and I think he's doing an amazing job. Of course, it's not all perfect. Point out the perfect person to me to be president right now, and I'll vote for that person. That doesn't exist. He's gonna do things and say things and believe in things that go opposite of what I do. But overall, we're blessed to have President Trump in office right now. We're greatly blessed. I don't know what's going to happen come 2028. I don't know what's going to happen, but it doesn't matter because I'm asking the Lord for understanding, discernment, and I'm asking for that peace beyond all understanding. And you can do the same too. Reach out to our Father in heaven through Christ Jesus, his Son.
Absolutely.
Give your life to him as your Lord and Savior. It will change everything. It's a paradigm shift. And if you're seeing things right now that are scaring you so badly and you don't know what to do, I just gave you the out. I just gave you the answer.
Yep, he will provide.
Reach out to the Lord. I've also confessed tonight that I'm a fixed income guy living paycheck to paycheck. I've had great success in my life.
I wish my income was fixed.
Divorce happened, lost everything in 2008 with the stock market and real estate crash, never really financially recovered. And now here I am. But what it's done is I used to read Paul when he wrote, I have learned to be content in all things. I've known great wealth. I've known great poverty. I've known great health. I've known great sickness. I've known all the extremes. And I've learned to be content in all things. And that used to bother me when I was, especially in 2017, when I was losing everything. Wife, house, death of my brother, death of my 2 dogs, just my own health problems, everything that happened in 2017. And I look back on it, and the only reason why I didn't deport myself from the planet is because I had the Lord. I had the Lord. And I pray that for you. I pray that if you don't know the Lord as your personal Savior, you haven't accepted him into your heart, you haven't confessed your sins, and I am a sinner, and please save me. Please, Lord Jesus, come into my heart and be my Lord. Let me be with you in eternity. Let me be like the thief on the cross said, let me be with you today in paradise.
Absolutely.
Just say that. Just say that and just reach out if you haven't before.
Don't just say it. Do it.
Do it. Great point. Words are easy. Actions, not so much. And then start reading God's word. A chapter a day keeps false teachers away. Reading the book of John. That's a great place to start in the New Testament, book of John.
I started in the beginning.
You do, but I recommend somebody who's brand new.
It doesn't
that
matter.
You learn about Jesus. You learn about Jesus first and his walk on earth and what he did and how that all happened. Because in the New Testament is our salvation. Then if you want to go back and read the Old Testament, fantastic. Go for it. Absolutely. It's all God's word, isn't it now?
Yep.
So
it's all the story of God. It's his
That's the
story.
best thing I can tell you when you're freaking out about all this stuff that's going on. How do we win with all this? There it is. Give it to God, because it's going to be ultimately his will is going to be done on earth as it is in heaven, period.
Yep.
So I want to be in alignment with his will, not my own.
And go out and get yourself get a little bit of silver, a little bit of cash, and a couple cans of Beanie Weenies. You'll be fine.
It's yeah, we're to rely on the Lord, but we're also to take responsibility, and we're supposed to be gentle as doves, but wise as serpents. Wise as serpents? Isn't serpents represent evil and the devil? Yeah, you better be wise that way, and we better take care of ourselves. How many times, especially in the Old Testament, does the word tell you to save and to prepare and to don't be a sluggard and actually take care of your family, make things happen, create things, build things. And that's all part of being responsible with what the Lord is blessing us financially, is to be a good steward of what he gives us. So I have got a history, obviously a life history of not being a good steward. I've done dumb things, and I'm paying for it. Paying for it now.
I've never done.
But he takes care of
my
you.
first wife.
He takes care of me, and like Jesus said in the prayer when the apostles asked him, "How should we pray?" One of the verses stanzas is, "Give us this day our daily bread." It doesn't say give us this day bread for the rest of our life. So we always have to learn how to rely on the Lord. We actually have to learn how to rely on the Lord, and we have to learn how to, like I was saying, learn to be content in all things. Paul didn't say it was shown to him and somebody told it to him or God forced it on me. He said, I have learned to be content in all things. It's great. It's a great way to live.
About it, you don't have to get the U-Haul trailer when you're going in the hole in the ground. So see,
exactly. There you go. Right. So anyway, church is over. Thank you very much, everybody, and have a wonderful night. May God bless you and keep you. May God bless America. Most importantly, America, bless God.
Amen.
Charlie and Mike. Charlie and Mike.
Hi, Mike. I'm David Spike.
Talk about it. Tell the truth. God and country in the booth. We stand strong. We hold the line. Won't shut up. Not this time. Hands on heart, eyes up high. We were made to testify. Charlie and Mike. Charlie and Mike. God and country. We stand right. Truth on fire. We won't hide. USA. USA. Side by side. Let them hear us. Clear and loud. Once more.